I don't want you to miss out on these life-changing habits because they've helped me a lot. Especially the first thing, which if you can just do this one thing, it'll make all the other things I'm about to talk about and almost anything you do a lot easier. And for me, that was not going on my phone as much. I got so much more time to do other things, but what's even cooler than that is everything I did just felt more immersed. Like every single thing, when I paid full attention to it, it felt 10 times better, more rewarding, cooler. Just right now, I'm sitting, it's pretty quiet. There's some bird in the background, some airplane flying right now, and the melted snow on the ground. The sun's out. If I was on my phone, I wouldn't have cared about any of that. Or I wouldn't notice every little blade of grass. I know it might sound a little too much, but just taking the extra time to notice all the little details is really relaxing because you appreciate a lot more things. Life is stressful. It is. But because I can just take a moment to sit here, talk to you, appreciate what is happening, what's already happened, and what is going to happen. Just taking that moment to pause, not fill our brain, distracting us from thoughts, giving us ourselves time to think. Because that's what I feel like the problem is with just going, like, I don't think you never have to go on your phone again, or you never have to watch another YouTube video or go on Instagram again, for example. But I feel like because we constantly do it, we constantly never have time to think about the thoughts that we need to think about. It's like we're distracting ourselves. This is the problem, and this phone, this distraction is not letting us see or solve the problem. It really makes sense why going on your phone less will make you do more. It just makes sense. And I've made a lot of other little videos talking about things you can do to reduce going on your phone and stuff. It's so good just having time to think because I'm able to plan out my days more. So they're able to be more productive. I'm able to get more done, get better things done, and grow so much more. I love just stepping outside for 5 minutes, no matter what weather it is, if it's freezing cold, if it's extremely hot, if it's dark, if it's in the morning, and just do nothing but look outside and think. It really helped me a lot just come to the realization of what is important, what I should focus on, what matters in my life right now, what I should be worrying about, and most importantly, what I should not care about, what I should not worry about. So just spending 10 minutes doing nothing, trying to not go on my phone as much, those two things alone help so much. But some other things which I've noticed are so easy, but I haven't been doing, and then when I finally did it, it felt a lot more cool. Like every day was more special. And another thing was just saying hi to people, especially people that I already know, acknowledging their presence. Just a simple hi. As I'm either walking around school or going through my day-to-day life, I start saying hi to a lot more people, and I genuinely feel like an alive human because I feel so interactive with other people, feel so social. It might feel a little weird at first, but just don't overthink it. The more you do it, the more easier, the more smoother, the more natural it'll feel, and it's so great. Another habit that I've developed, which took 10 seconds to do, but it made me get a lot more done, was putting the things that I want to do in front of me and doing the opposite for things that I don't want to do. So if I want to read a book, for example, and I don't want to look at my phone, I'll put a book on my bed or on the desk, on my table, and I'll hide my phone in a drawer in my backpack, somewhere where I can't reach it. Just a bad habit of just grabbing my phone, and then an hour's gone. So I read this book a while ago. It was called Atomic Habits, and it's basically just making the things you want to do easy, effortless, and satisfying, and then making the things you don't want to do hard, annoying, and difficult, unsatisfying to do. Another example, I used to play video games non-stop as soon as I got home from school to the moment I had to go to sleep. I would just be playing video games. I would not do anything else for 8 hours. On the weekends, 12-hour days just playing video games. Really. I did that for so long, but it was honestly kind of simple how I was able to stop that by just, let's say I had a Nintendo Switch, I would unplug the console, I would take apart the whole Switch, put it in a box, put it in my closet, and then it would be 1,000 times harder for me to want to play it again because I would have to do all that stuff. I was pretty lazy, if I wanted to play, it's pretty obvious I played video games the whole day. I didn't really want to do anything. So I definitely didn't want to assemble the whole Switch again. And even if I did, it would still take time, effort, and I just thought about other things that I could do. If I had some chores to do, I would just put the laundry basket in front of my door so I literally can't leave my room without grabbing the basket and holding it in my hands, then opening the door, and then, I'm doing the laundry basically. And that goes with a bunch of things that I want to do. If I want to drink more water, I'll fill up a water bottle and put it on my table. I won't leave it in another room. I won't forget about it because it's always in front of me. It's always in my sight. It's easy to do. It's satisfying to do because I want to drink water. It's effortless because I don't have to get up. I don't have to fill up my water bottle. It's already filled. But it would be hard for me to go on my phone if I turned it off, if I deleted the apps that I scroll on, all that stuff. Think about that more. Another cool habit, which didn't take that much time but helped me a lot every day, was writing. Actually writing things that happened, whether writing my thoughts, journaling, writing stories that happened in my life. Another book I read was Storyworthy. This book about storytelling, how powerful and good it could be. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting, I talk a lot, so let me try this. Let me read this. I read the book. Then I get to this part, which is really interesting. It's called Homework for Life, and that didn't seem too exciting for me. I didn't like homework. I haven't done homework in so long. At home, actually. I always just do it at school. But this homework is actually cool because it doesn't take long. It's extremely rewarding. And it motivates me to actually do more stuff because what you do is every single day, pretty much, you write down a sentence. You can write more if you want about something that happened. So an example is me sitting down with the melted snow talking about reading this book, just for example. And then what this does is not only you'll remember what you do, you'll also have fun stories. You can look back on them, but you'll also want to get more cool stories instead of sitting inside scrolling all day. You can't get a lot of stories if you just don't do anything all day, compared to someone who does the opposite. But you can also take pictures of stuff that happened, make videos, Try these habits every day and try to make them as easy as possible. I guarantee if you do one of these things consistently, it'll help you a lot. See you later. Peace.